Hi guys, I decided to make a complete new install for people who are interested. Can read in the Reddit forum. I come across a problem with a really easy extension, and I run in heavily problems. I couldn't solve them. It really has to be something reprogrammed. It's a problem with Gardio. So what I think is the best way is to install it from scratch, because also Oobabooga gets the update from 2.0 to 2.1, and let's see which extensions run, which are not running, and yeah, so I guess that's the best service for you, that I do it from scratch. You can see what I do, what I achieve, what runs, what not runs. Otherwise, it's yeah, um, the information is not valid, and we want valid information, what is running and what not. So we copy this, git clone, and sometimes Linux makes these, yeah, you copy something, and now it's cloning, which shouldn't take long. Um, yeah, I'm really interested what runs, what doesn't run. Um, yeah, so we go in the C and um, just start. And in this case, just to mention it, start means really the first start is the install of Oobabooga. So later we run this command and it just starts, but now you will see it's just downloading a bit of stuff. And then we have to choose our graphic cards. So I'm just on NVIDIA. I'm really curious if someone of you runs it on AMD, because I could do this. I have a lot of older graphic cards from the mining era, like a RX 5700 or something like this. So could be great if someone gives information back about AMD. So um, maybe I try it, because I also have a mining rig with, I think, 8 cards or 10 cards like this. But now we are on NVIDIA. I hit A, and we don't have, we just have RTX, so we say no. And this is a longer, this takes a bit longer. It's downloaded and then it's installed. I'm back if this is ready, guys. So now, guys, the install is finished, and I guess I copy in our lovely Gwen model in again. But we don't have to download it. Done. Um, let's see. Here we are. And let me change the sound here. Yeah, and a few things changed. You see now here where we had a lot of questions with that these values are really high. Yeah? You need a strong graphic card, or at least, like I have two, sorry, to run these with these values. So if you have a 12 GB, you have to lower this values, especially this. Um, we didn't have so big context size. I think a half year ago, 8,000 was the max. So you don't have to have for your first experience such big values here. So what I now try is to load the model like here with any setting any parameters. So take it like suggested and see if it runs on my two cards. I'm not completely sure, because if it's not compressed, the cache, maybe it's even too much for my graphic card. And you can see here, this is the RTX 3090 with 24 GB, and this is the 4070 Ti. Yeah, last time someone asked me why I have a 3090 and a 4070 Ti. It would make sense for AI to have two 3090. Yeah, that is true, but a private reason is I'm also gaming, and sometimes the 4070 Ti has in some games an advantage. And another thing is the 47 Ti has one of the best encoding engines for AV1, which the 30 series doesn't have. So if you are in video, this maybe is a reason to have the 40 series. You see, it's not running, so I guess we have to take the quantization and the first we use. Read this closely here. Valid options Llama CCP FP16 Q8 underscore 0 is for Llama CCP, and we use Llama CCP here. So, sorry. So we have to use this here, and Q4 is the strongest compression, and also I guess we have to put in 3070, and let's see if it runs the Oobabooga 2.0 version. Okay, guess I have to, and I also should set perhaps as backup my hardware specs, which is if you have test to do with lines, the threads. So it's not the threads of your computer, it's more about lines. So normally if you have some kind of Ryzen CPU, the normal gaming, you have here 8. So even if I have 6 threads, a 6-core CPU, it's 8 threads because it's 2 times 4 lanes to the PCI Express bus. And here the thread is what you expect. It's the threads you have on your CPU. So in my case, it's 12. So, and I guess we have to put maybe, let's try what happens. Tokenizer. So maybe we have to put flash tensor and flash attention for this model. Nope. I just flash attention. Because this is a custom-tailed model. If you load the normal grand model, I guess you don't have those problems like you see now. So don't be afraid. And you see it is loaded. And wow, it is so much quicker to load in the model. Unbelievable. So just for trying it out, let's unload it. And loaded. I really believe it caches it now. That's nearly impossible. But yeah, it's nice. Nice new thing. So let's see extensions. Yeah. And why I start from you is this extension here. The code of this extension was not changed. It runs on Oobabooga 1.x to I guess 2.0, and but I'm not sure about. But I know with 2.1 this gives errors which I cannot find. It's really in the code now, and this shouldn't be. Perhaps uh, software should be downward compatible. So that's really a problem in the AI thing. They write new code, and they don't take care to be downwards compatible, which makes, especially for a project like Oobabooga, it's really hard, and you have always to see does my extensions run anymore if you go a version up, even some with point versions. So, but it is like it is, and well, let's try to bring Whisper to work. We did it in the old videos for the people who are new. It's extension that you can talk to the model. Let's see if it runs. I guess it's easy. It doesn't. It's not. The code isn't loaded or not the right one. So we just interrupt this. Um, and what we should do if we install and manipulate, we should go in with cmd here, /cmd, in my case Linux .sh, and you see we are in another directory where an Anaconda environment is built for us. The installer does this for us, and it is very important. If you mess around with plugins and which are not running out of the box, you have to be in this environment. Otherwise, you maybe hurt your own Linux system if you change something there. So here it only affects Oobabooga if you install other version with pip. But if you don't do it, it's really on your system, and this is not a good idea to do this. So if you see, here is also a command update wizard, which can install and update at the same time, and we will see. So we did a fresh install. We don't have to update the UI. We do B install, and we do Whisper is in here, and we install it. So maybe this takes a while. And I am back again if Whisper is installed. So now the install is finished. And yeah, let's see. N for nothing. And we start again. And yeah, we have to start Whisper. It's here. Apply. And hope the best. Yeah, it's loading. It just gives an error about bad programming, but you can ignore this. This is also, you don't have to be afraid of this. I'm pretty sure it's just here that the character is not in anymore, And let's put our lovely character in here. And I guess we save this. And to be sure that it is running, we exit, and I clear just to have a better overview. Start. So it's just this annoying message. And I guess we can see here is whisper. And we load a model. We should test this. Normally I don't do it, but after I run in these problems, I will test this really accurate. So we put in here our values again. So this is the quantization, and this is for my graphic cards. I want to see if the splitting is working fine. So 30, it's in percent. It's not about in gigabyte. It's 30%. It runs on the 4070 Ti, which has 12 GB VRAM, and 70% in the 3090, which has 24 GB. So this is why I do it. I also want to see if the split sync is working. And also we try roll split, and no mmap means don't use any normal RAM. Try to get all of it in VRAM. Let's see. Oh, it's so nice fast. I love this. So it's in there. And let's see that you have to just my audio interface. So let's talk to the girl. Hi, how are you? You see, it's working. We can talk to the model. Great. Success. I was really afraid that all plugins are affected by this error, but luckily it's not. So yeah, let's go to the next test. And I also want to save this here. If you do some tests on your own and you don't want to run in problems if you get a bad plugin, because sometimes you have to do really risky acrobat things with pip and install different versions of, or even maybe of pip itself and something. It is really, my advice is to take the folder text generation UI like you see here, and the best thing is copy out the model here, otherwise it's much too big. So put it on your desktop, for example, and then make a backup of these files. It really makes sense. So I want to do this. I want to show you how I would do this, just that you don't get. What I normally do, I just take the models folder out here, and then I do copy, maybe someone else or at the same, and I just on the copy, and it normally should ask if I want to change the name, so you get a copy of, or maybe it just does it. It just, yeah, I doubled it. So this is the best way before you install plugins, especially there are a few I want to tell you there are some which are more risky than other. So which should run is Whisper, Celero. It's sometimes really easy to get it to run. Um, the send picture is really dangerous right now. For the send API is really it's great. Um, the you can do for example to automatic 1111, so your model can generate pictures of what it thinks. For example, you ask him, "Where are you?" and the model sends you a picture of what and describes it where it is. So it's copied, and now we put our models here back in, and this is the best way to install new plugins, so you can go back if something goes wrong. So yeah, we see that the Whisper is running, and I guess we go on with Celero. We see it does make an error. So we have at least to install it. It's B, and yes. I guess this takes a bit of time, and I'm back if this is ready. So we are ready. So we had N, nothing. We start. Oh no, we don't want to start our wizard. We don't. We start system, and I hope this also is a functioning extension. TTS. I guess it's just our character is kicked out. Save it and say to test it. Stop it. Clear the output. Start again. And yeah, it looks good. But we should load the model. It is really important that we check every component we want to use. That we can be sure that this stuff is running. And I'm a bit afraid of what I experienced to the send picture extension, that other extensions will be affected too by this bug or not being downward compatible. But this looks great. So test this. So just to come to the both things, Whisper has also settings. It runs on CUDA, so it takes a bit of my first card, a bit of VRAM. If you want to use another language, this runs really great here. These are just English ones, you see, small, medium, and these are multilingual bilingual, so you can use this. But what I found out is the small is sometimes too stupid for complex languages. You have to really go to medium, which I guess takes 3 GB VRAM or something like this. So this was just to the Whisper we installed, and this is a Celero. What I like to do is show message text under the player, because we also later do a fix to Celero again, like in the old video. Otherwise, if the text is too long, the character tries to read it, it crashes your system. You don't want this. And I change it to voice 12. You have here a lot of different um, languages, not languages, voices, male and female. You have to try it. There's a lot of one. And you can, hello, I am, what's he called? Yamata. Let's see. And preview. You see, it's not completely, last name is not so great, but it's English, it's not Japanese, so we can live with that. So already saying something, and to see, can now say, ask her something. Hey, what is your favorite computer? Takes a while, especially the first time. So you see, it's working. We can now talk to the model, and the model can answer us. And yeah, what we should do now is doing the Celero fix. I found this out. I will put this at the end. This is the error you get if the text is too long. And this here, the first one from this guy here, is the fix which is running. So it just cuts talking, and you have to read the the text yourself. So this is why I set that the text should be under the player here, so you get the whole thing. That's the easiest way. So we try to fix this. Text generation UI extensions. It's also here is a folder where all the extensions go, and here we have the Celero, and it's happening here in this script.python. See, it's def output modifier. Yeah, I guess def output modifier return string. And you see here it finds the length of the word. I guess it's words or text or tokens. I'm not sure, but we have to get rid of this here until return string, and we have to copy this in here. So, and we fix this. This code should run, but well, let's try it. I like the PC platform more because you can add NVIDIA cards to do AI stuff with it. So she skipped my talking. Oh, maybe you can now if you happen like this. So you can go here and remove last reply and retry it again. I like the PC platform more because I can add NVIDIA cards and do AI stuff. It's very often that I just don't click it or the click is not recognized by the web interface. You see it is working, and you see it a lot of these um, words like GPU, CPU, she doesn't get wrong. If you want to fix this and you have enough VRAM, I suggest you to take the, I guess you go from medium to high. Um, then it gets much better for the recognition of the words. Um, we can check this later, but I think this is not so relevant. So I make a quick cut, and I guess for now we are on the same stand with the plugins. Next, we do like in the old version, we try to install the LLM web search, and then we go on from there and see what we can achieve. So I hope this was okay for you. Bye. So sorry guys, I just find out that the audio of the girl wasn't captured, and give it another try. How do you like the Apple M1? Takes a while, we can improve this.
Oh, the Mon is a fascinating piece of technology. I've been really impressed with its performance and power efficiency. The unified memory architecture and custom-designed chips are a game-changer. I've had the opportunity to work with some Macs equipped with the Mon, and the speed at which they handle tasks is just phenomenal. Of course, there are some limitations with running certain types of software, but overall it's an amazing step forward. I'm excited to see where Apple takes this technology in the future. Have you had a chance to use one yet?
So you see it's working, and what is also interesting is you see the model was trained where Rosetta wasn't completely stable. So it thinks that M1 is not completely a stable platform, which is interesting. Yeah. So this is why we later install the web search module, that it can correct itself and can also Google and and take the information from the web and compare it to the own information to get better results. So bye, see you next time.